Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Offgrid Knives. It has been way too long since I have uploaded something about Offgrid Knives. I am a huge fan. All of their models are super cool. They have tons of different, like price ranges in terms of, different levels of knives. If you've never checked them out, check them out. I'll have these linked down below, but just Offgrid Knives in general down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to Offgrid Knives for sending these in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Offgrid getting the first upload of thousands with the replaced background. The background has been getting pretty poopy. It had stuff all over it from the TSA stuff, and I had sliced it in multiple places. I cleaned out my office, I reorganized it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and replace the background as well. So we have a nice clean background to open these up on. Offgrid getting the honors. Wow, what a spectacular honor. I'm sure they're like, oh, wow. So this is part of their Elite series, and their Elite series is, as you could probably surmise, is their premium. Now, I reviewed the Rhino. This came with a little note. Sorry, now that everything's picked up in here, I just have to throw that away. This came with a little note saying that this has changed a lot since when I reviewed it. Now, I did like the Rhino, so it sounds like this got a pretty major overhaul. This is a different knife, but also very... Oh my God, it's huge. It's huge! Extra pocket clip, always great. Oh my gosh, it's gigantic compared to the original one. The original one was like this. All right, flipper tab. Did we have a flipper on the last one? It is literally just like a monstrously oversized Rhino. The action is spectacular. These are basically fall shot. The thumb stud is in a position where you have so much access to it. Look at that. So much. How many years ago was it that I reviewed the Rhino? It's literally just a massive version of it. But you know what? They didn't end up going like incredibly monstrously thick. So we have 1, 2, 3 T8 screws on each side. Probably could have done it with 2, but I'm just happy that they're T8. I can't really complain too much. I'm going to guess this other one is... Oh, yeah. Almost like a bronze titanium. So this one here is almost like a champagne titanium. And then we have that gray PVD. This is definitely... the all black is cool. If you're a shadow warrior, then you go for that one. For me, the champagne titanium, that's what I'm going to call it, kind of in between silver and bronze. That's going to be my favorite of the two. Look how extended the jimping is on the spine here. Instead of just ending at the ramp, it goes way out here. You have an awesome choke up position. It does actually get relatively thin behind the edge. I don't think we're looking at a blade stock thickness that's too far over maybe 135 thousandths. Perhaps that's even 125 thousandths. I think we need to check it. It's just a lot thinner than you might expect on a knife of this size. 125 thousandths, meaning that the edge is very slicey. I'm running out of printer paper here, but we're going to sacrifice one. I bet that edge feels like a dream. Oh, yes. Very good. I came at that just straight in, by the way. I just held it and went straight in. I couldn't get it there. But I did that first time. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It feels great. Factory edge feels amazing. Super duper slicey. Obviously, your experience is going to vary depending on what it is that you're cutting. But factory edge on that guy, absolutely impressive. Now, we need to measure it because the first Rhino, which I believe is still available, like if you like the idea of a less expensive version of this and a shorter version of this, well, you can get that, I believe, still on their website. The overall length, 9 1/4. This is a big boy. The blade length is, I'm going to call that 4 1/16. Cutting edge is about 3.6, something like that. I know you guys don't like it when I mix up those measurements there, but that's just how my brain works. So instead of editing myself all these years, I just let it come out. And people generally, about 99.99999% of you understand what I'm saying. So we're good. So that's what we're looking at for your blade length, and let's go ahead and weigh it. Titanium and MAGNACUT, I believe Offgrid hits their MAGNACUT to 62, 64. It might be 62, 63. I'm sure that they have it listed on the website there. But let's go ahead and weigh it. So, weight on this guy. Come on now, come on. The weight, not in grams. And I went right past it. Sorry about that. The weight on this guy, 7.1 ounces. I wonder why. It didn't feel that heavy. That's why. The balance is right in the middle of your index finger position. Right there. I don't want it to fall. So it was throwing off the weight. It was making it feel more like a 6-ounce knife, which is still pretty heavy. I mean, make no mistake. This is a big knife. In fact, just to do a size comparison here, we'll get out these. I have this pouch moved over for the live stream. Let's do like the Shaman, the Spyderco PM2, and the Para 3. Shaman, pretty big knife. Rhino, way bigger. Way bigger. Para 3, PM2, right? Swap out the Shaman for the PM2 here. We're at a slight angle, so whatever's at the very bottom looks a little bit larger than it actually is. But there is your comparison. Most of you are pretty familiar with one or perhaps all of these knives and have probably seen them, even if you don't have them in hand, have probably seen them countless times compared to other knives that you do own. So most people have a good idea of how big or small these models are. This is very cool. Usually their prices are pretty spot on. Like I can't really complain about Offgrid's pricing. The way that I describe Offgrid knives is like if you kind of have a fond, if you have a fond, attraction to that tactical look, but you have transitioned into appreciating more premium cutlery, more capable cutlery, right? Just better value in general. Offgrid Knives is a great company because they kind of capture that tactical look without going overboard with it. There's some sort of magical essence there with Offgrid that's different than a lot of other, in fact, all other companies. There's just something different about the way that they design their knives. But they do it in a way that appeals to those people, including myself. And then they don't go so far extra that you have all these weird elements that are not really benefiting the end user, right? It looks tactical. It's got a little hint of like military something or other in there, but they're EDC knives that are just broadly capable, and they're made out of a lot of the premium materials that we have all come to, prefer and appreciate. So, big fan of Offgrid Knives. Definitely check them out. Today's video is, of course, just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review. I'll do the review down the road, but links in the description for the Rhino Elite down in the description. Did I say description? They're down in the descriptions where the links are. Okay, that's going to be it today, guys. Thanks again to Offgrid Knives. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.